Hey folks, welcome to the kitchen. Here's what we're working with today. I've got some ground pork, some shrimp, ginger root, fresh garlic, water chestnuts, and some chives from the garden. And we're gonna make some kick-ass pot stickers. Stay tuned, folks. It might get a little Northwoods. All right, welcome back. We got everything chopped up and ready to go in the bowl, baby. We've got our ground pork. We've got a bunch of shrimp that we chopped up, extra shrimp, so I'm just making these deluxe this time. The shrimp is totally optional, really, for making these pot stickers. And then we got basically a whole can of water chestnut, a big pile of ginger root, basically one whole bulb of garlic, and then the chives from the garden here. You can use green onion is really what the recipe calls for, but my chives are so awesome here at Thornberry Farm that I just like to use those, and it's convenient. So we're gonna go ahead and mix that all up. I got my wonton skins here. We'll be back. All right, so this is how we build the pot stickers. We got our wonton wrappers. I just take I use kind of a big ball of meat. I like to make them a little bit bigger. Ball of meat goes inside. I bring those 4 flaps together. I bring them together, and then I just kind of twist and push it down and squeeze it up a little bit, and it just kind of turns into a little dumpling. Don't have to get too fancy. You can get fancy and origami these things up into anything you want, but ultimately they're just going into the fry pan, or the steamed version of these was my favorite thing that my father used to make when I was a boy. The steamed version he called shumai. Take the exact same dumpling into a steamer. Oh, very good. I don't have a steamer, so I just make pot stickers. We'll make them in the pan. I'll show you that in a few minutes. Stay tuned, folks. We got a bunch of these to build. All right, well, that made about 35 of these little bad Larrys. And from there, they're just going into a skillet. I grease this skillet with sesame oil. We'll put these guys in here with a little bit of water. Helps if they're not touching, they'll sometimes stick to each other. I'm going to put some water at the bottom of that pan. Don't forget the oil, first step. There's a reason they call these pot stickers. A little bit more water in the bottom there. And this is going over to the stove. Lid on. We'll run this for about 13 minutes, folks. We don't want to overcook them. They'll tend to dry out, and I don't want to cook all the goodness out of that ginger and garlic. We want that that stay in there. So I'll temp probe them even. Make sure they're cooked for the pork, and stay tuned. It's gonna be awesome. There they are, folks. And yes, I'm gonna eat a whole plate full.